Tengo un contrato desde noviembre con Cia Homes y la casa tardó mucho en avanzar, porque pues ya sabemos cómo está el mercado. Y mi cliente contrató el piso con un cierto diseño y se lo pusieron con otro diseño y fue el fin de semana y se quejó. Y Diana le dijo, así está y te aguantas. O sea, es lo que hay. Y así va a estar, así está el mercado ahorita de casas nuevas. Están saturados a morir. Y están haciendo no muy buen trabajo, que digamos, pero están corriendo, están tarde en sus contratos. Y mi cliente y yo platicábamos y me queda muy claro que va a ser así, si quiero, y si no, ellos ya tienen un cliente en fila. Pero qué terrible, ¿no? O sea, porque el comprador está teniendo un producto de mala calidad y se tiene que aguantar.
¿En qué decidieron?
Dice que va a tener, o sea, quiere tener como un plan de contingencia en caso dado, o sea, quiere ver casas usadas de reventa, pero no está muy contento ni con comprar una usada, ni con, o sea, pobres, ¿verdad? Yo tengo una lista de prospectos, muchos compradores para mal, porque no encuentras casas.
Ya. Y lo que está pasando ahorita es que muchos de estos builders están agarrando su reputación. Ahorita, I mean, right now, people's true colors are coming out. Businesses' true colors are coming out. Just like with COVID, remember when COVID just barely started?
Yeah.
And then there was some businesses that were giving their employees paid time off, and there's some that were mandating that they come into work. Like, everybody's true colors are coming out right now. And as horrible as that story is, Lorena, these are the things that are going to make or break these builders after this is all over, because it's not going to last forever. And I hope that you guys as realtors remember this, because remember, you're your business, you're your brand, regardless of how much business you have, regardless of what the situation is. Like, treat your people with respect. If you said you're gonna do something, do it. Like, your word is golden, in my opinion. Like, I work very, if I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I mess up, own up to it. We all mess up. It happens. You're gonna mess up. So own up to it, do what you can to fix it. Like in this example, they put the wrong flooring. They should really either be fixing it or be trying to compensate her somehow. Try to compensate her somehow for the inconvenience, because at the end of the day, she went in and got a custom or semi-custom home, picked everything out, and they're like, si tú no la compras, alguien más la compra. And that's just not a good way to treat your clients, The market's not going to be like this forever. It is going to change.
Soon.
Yeah, it is. What goes up must come down. And it's been like this for about a year now, right? We're in March. So we're at about a year mark now. It's not going to be like this forever, you guys. I hope you get that figured out, Lorena. I really hope you do. And I mean, I feel you. Michelle and Alvaro, we have these conversations all the time. Oscar, we have these conversations all the time. It's just a lot of times we're exactly in the same place that the client is. We just have our hands tied, and it's like we just have to do the best with what we have right now. And your clients too, they have to make that decision, of a very difficult decision that we don't want to have to make them make, but this really is what it is. Do you want to take it the way that it is, or do you want to lose it and then wait another?
No, y yo le dije, o sea, tú tomas la decisión, yo te represento a ti, yo entiendo su postura y es lo menos que yo puedo hacer es estar ahí, no esconderme, estar ahí, respaldarlo, ayudarlo. Y...
Yeah. Well, you guys heard what builder that was?
No, what builder was it?
That was Zia. Look, I'm not about bashing anybody, but I think for these types of meetings, it's really important for us to share this information because at the end of the day, this is what's going to help us better represent and better help our clients. It is what it is. That's the builder's decision that they're taking. Okay, we're seeing true colors. We understand that our clients are, eventually we're going to have somebody that wants to go to Zia, but hey, if I can show you a couple other builders before I take you there and you decide on going somewhere else, you better believe I'm going to do that. So thank you for sharing that, Lorena.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else? So last Thursday we did role playing. You guys did awesome. I gave you guys a script to follow on calling your past clients, family and friends, sphere of influence. Did anybody have an opportunity to make any of these calls?
I think Norma did, but she's not here.
Oh, Norma. You guys are breaking my heart. You guys are breaking my heart. Did anybody get a contract executed this weekend? Okay, so if we're not, Alvaro, you did? Woo! Who is this? Share.
No, this is someone else because as everybody, we have several people just waiting to buy. So this customer was looking for pre-owned client. He was looking for a used house, pero we showed him a house from Desert View.
Okay.
It is about to be ready. Like we went to see it, and it's about to be ready in 40 days probably.
Where?
So they end up signing there, and yeah.
Excuse me.
Finally,
And
we have someone.
what community is this?
This is on
Morningside.
South of Pelican and I-10.
I think it is Morningside or
Morningside. Okay.
Gateway States, ¿no? ¿No?
uno de esas dos, Gateway o Morningside, cerca de Joe Battle y Pelicano, en esas casas que están por ahí. Pero
Good,
tuvimos
you
que...
guys.
79928, ¿no? 79928 debe estar. Es Tierra del Este, esa zona. ¿Puede ser?
Sí.
Pues
Más
sí,
para freeway.
Trabajando con muchos builders y nadie tenía casas, no iban a estar listas como me dijeron que hasta a lo mejor 9 meses y seguimos buscando y buscando y buscando y nos dimos cuenta de esta casa con Desert View que estaba disponible, ya está casi lista y pues sí firmaron.
That's awesome, you guys. And you know what? That's a good learning opportunity for you guys also. Keep in mind, so even though builders are 100% booked up, even though they have a wait list 3, 4, 5 months out, sometimes what happens is that a buyer falls through. You call these builder reps when you're looking for something. Don't just assume that because on their inventory it says that nothing's ready. Don't just assume that that's true, because think about it. You guys have seen it for yourself also. Contracts fall through all the time. Talk to your builders reps, text them, call them. Hey, I have a buyer. This is their price range. This is where they're looking. Be very transparent with what you're looking for. Be very honest about what you're looking for. Right now is not the time to try to lowball and negotiate builders or builders reps. You just tell them exactly what you're looking for. Do you have anything available? Has anything fallen through? And you'll be surprised. We have contracts that fall through, especially for new builders all the time. Desert View, I've gotten lucky with them also like that before. So Desert View is definitely one of my favorite builders. Their prices are very good. Their quality is pretty good. Their warranties are like the typical warranties, but they have they have a pretty product. They have a nice product, like cosmetically. There's a couple of things that they don't give that other builders give. For example, I don't think their garage comes complete. They don't paint the garage. I don't think they don't epoxy the floor of the garage either, so they save a little bit of money there. But like overall, it's a pretty good product for the price. So
Denise,
good job.
what do you think about Maravilla Homes?
Maravilla Homes? I don't think
Yes,
I've
it's
worked with
represented
them.
by Brian Burrs.
I don't think I've worked with them before.
No. Okay.
Is it a smaller builder?
They have inventory, but I don't know how they built. I don't know. I haven't worked with them.
I think I've heard of them. They're newer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I think they have about 2 years.
Yeah, I haven't worked with them.
I don't know if Burns is the owner. I don't know nothing about them, but they have inventory.
I don't know. So with new builders, you're taking a chance, right? Because I think the biggest thing with builders is you usually have their reputation to go off, right? They've been around for a few years. You have their reputation to go off. You can ask other realtors. You can ask previous homeowners, because obviously we're pointing our clients in a direction. And when we're going to new home, they expect us to understand, a little more about what they're getting into. With a new build, the only thing that I would really recommend is make sure that you let your client be aware that, hey, you know what, they are a newer builder. And so what this means to them is usually they're going to get a better price because that builder doesn't have the reputation that other builders have. And they know that. So they're usually a little more flexible either on their price or what they're willing to do. Like they might say that they're semi-custom, but they might be willing to do a lot of customization because they're really working on building that reputation. So that you guys know, one of the biggest risks that your client is taking is with the warranties. So when we have a brand new company, regardless of whether it's a builder, a solar panel company, a security system company, regardless of what company it is, when it's a new company, and they're offering these warranties, we don't know if they're going to make it past the 2-year mark, the 5-year mark, the 6-year mark. We don't know how long this business is going to survive. And let's say that they don't survive past 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they're giving 10, 15-year warranties, let's say 10-year warranties on the roof. If that company doesn't survive after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that warranty is essentially just void. Who are they going to go to? There's nowhere to go. So that's the biggest risk that they take when they buy from a brand new builder. So if a client asks you, what is it that I should be concerned with? That's really going to be the biggest concern, in my opinion. Just something to make sure that you kind of weigh your options with, or make sure that your client is able to weigh their options on that. And then get as many referrals as you can, just talk to as many people as you can. Even ask them like, hey, can we talk to any of your previous buyers? Because when they're so new, they know that there's not really anywhere else to go off of. So like, I worked with a brand new builder, also 2 years old, Lorena. This was CS Homes, allá far, es más, en San Elizario. They're only 2, well, maybe they're going on like 3, they might be going on 3 years now. But when I started working with them, they were only 2 years old. And they were very open.
Zia Homes is the one that is building my client's home.
No, not Zia. CS.
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 Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can
they were very open about like, hey, we just finished that house and that house and that house, you know, if you want to talk to any of the clients, like they were very willing to do that. And I think that at the very least, that's a good sign. Okay. CS with Edgar Edgar Garcia from Home Pros.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, you guys could have all the information and all the resources in the world, and if you don't use it, really, we're just sitting here and chit-chatting for an hour and a half. We're just sitting here and catching up for an hour and a half. Please use the information that I give you. Please give it a shot, because right now, more than ever, I see and I feel a lot of frustration from realtors. You guys have a lot of frustration. Every time we come on here, we have a horror story to share about one of our buyers. It's a very frustrating market. I'm telling you, the only way that we're going to fix this is if we become the listing agent, and now we gain control. Okay. So if you want to be done with this frustration, you have to be more aggressive about becoming a listing agent. You have to. So what are your concerns? Okay. Let me say this. Whenever we procrastinate, it's usually a sign of there's hesitation there. Why is there hesitation? What's going on, you guys? Talk to me. Why are you concerned? Why aren't you doing these things? Is it that you guys don't understand the script? Is it that you guys are afraid of something? Is it that you're not confident? What's the reason that you're not doing it? I'm looking for answers.
So, okay, let me talk.
Yes.
I'll talk. No, so what I think is, like, for instance, what we talked last time, to call, to do the, to call, just make calls and talk to people, and then do these CMAs and tell them right away, hey, did you know that your house now is worth this much or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so I was talking to Michelle, and I told her, we have a bunch of people to call, but since we haven't been in touch with them recently, it's a little, I think I haven't tried, but I think it's a little hard to say hi, see how they're doing and everything, and then right away jump into the business side.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there's a way,
Mm-hmm.
but there's where I have a little bit of like what to do.
Yeah, no, and that's completely understandable. And I used to feel that way also. You know why? Because you think that you're bothering people. You think that you're coming off like a salesperson, right? We went over this. That's why it's important for you to start with Ford, because you're going to start, you're not going to go straight into, hey, did you know that your house, blah, 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 can I sell it? First of all, like, that's not, we don't say that anyways, you know, you have to sell yourself first before you can sell anybody else. That's why it's important for you guys to role play with each other. That's why it's important for us to role play here. And if that means that you're not feeling comfortable, then we probably need to role play a little bit more, because you haven't practiced enough. But I also want you to understand, we meet 2, maybe 3 hours a week. Okay. If you were working a normal job, how many hours would you be putting in? 8 hours, 5 days a week, 40 hours. If you were a store manager, how many hours would you be putting in? 50 to 60 hours a week, right? Yeah. So you're your own business owner right now. So why aren't you putting in the same hours? right? We're only together 2 to 3 hours a week. We can't do everything during our time. You guys have to take the time block it. Remember that one of the first meetings that we had, we talked about time blocking. Use your calendar, put it in there. During these hours, we're gonna role play. During these hours, I'm gonna practice, even if it's by yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is, all right? Rich people, they seem a little crazy to people. Big business owners, they seem a little crazy. Why? Because they're willing to do what other people are not willing to do. Okay. And if that means that you're just going to talk in front of the mirror to yourself to gain confidence, then do it. Do it. I've done it before. I talk to myself on the way to appointments. I'm repeating my script over and over and over again. You guys have been to the open house trainings with me. What do I tell you? I walk around the house turning on the lights as I'm saying out loud what I'm going to say about the house. I talk to myself. There's nothing crazy about it. It's you taking the time to prepare. Just take the time to prepare, because if you take this time, you're going to feel more comfortable. What's happening is that you're thinking, well, I'm going to call people. I'm going to bother them. I'm going to sound like a salesperson. You have to get that out of your mind. You have to repaint the picture for yourself. Okay. So if that means that you have to go into YouTube or Instagram or Facebook to get a little bit of inspiration from a realtor that you admire, maybe, how come you don't look at them like a salesperson? How come you don't look at them like they're bothering anybody? You don't think that they make these calls? They make more calls than you do. They stay on the phone. That's what they do. So you just have to reprogram your mind to get rid of that story. Are we salespeople? Yes, we're salespeople, but that's only a small portion of our job. That's a very small portion of our job. Okay. When you're calling people to let them know how the market is, you're not selling them on anything. You're advising them. You're informing them. You're educating them. Remember, we had that talk. We said, hey, Oscar, if I called you right now out of the blue, I haven't talked to you in a year, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Oscar? Hey, I just remembered that you drive a Honda Civic, and I just read this article on how Honda Civics are done being made, and so their value just went up by $5,000. I just thought you might want that information in case you're thinking about selling or whatever. Like, I thought that was pretty cool, and I just wanted to share that with you. Would you or would you not appreciate that? You would, right? Even if I do get a cut. Oscar, by the way, I'm a car dealer. If you want to take advantage of this, I can help you, dude. I can do all of it for you. Let me know. Do you still appreciate it, or do you appreciate it less because I want my cut? Oscar, unmute yourself for a second. You don't appreciate it less because I want a cut?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's the same concept, you guys. It's the exact same concept. So stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself, because you have a lot of value to offer the world. You have a lot of value to offer your friends, your family, your past clients, your sphere of influence. Remember, just because you're in real estate 24/7 doesn't mean that the rest of the world is. Their head is somewhere else. They have their own job. They have their own kids. They have their own wife. They have their own husband. They have their own problems. They have their own boss. Their head is not in real estate the way that yours is. So because you're consumed with real estate 24/7 and you hear the exact same thing over and over and over again, you start second guessing yourself. Well, stop. You literally just have to decide to stop. Stop second guessing yourself. Make the phone calls, because if you don't make the phone calls, how else are you getting clients? Like, for real, how else are we going to meet our sales goals? Michelle and Alvaro, you guys are all right on social media. I know Lorena put some stuff up. Ethel, she's getting better. But y'all aren't on social media 24/7. So I know you're not just banking off of social media leads. You're not. I know that. So where else are you getting your clients from? Or where else are you expecting you to get your clients from? So please, this is not about me. It's about you guys. And if you're going to be successful in this business, you have to stop second guessing yourself. You have to understand the value that you bring to your people, to your community, to your friends, to your family. You bring a lot of value. That's why we like to do, I know we don't do it every single day, but your affirmations. Do your affirmations morning and night. It seems right now that we're lacking in confidence. I'm going to tell you guys what to do to hack this, okay? Remember I told you I took a year and I said, this year I'm going to become more confident. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to become more confident. You know what I did? I hated taking pictures. I hated taking pictures, okay? They're still not my absolute favorite thing to do. But what I did was I said, all right, my assistant, when I hire her, her job is going to be to post something about me every day. She's going to be taking pictures of me every day. I hired somebody to do this, to make me do it, paying money to take myself out of my comfort zone because I knew that I had to do it. After I got comfortable with that, I said, I need to step it up a notch. I need to hire a photographer to get professional pictures and professional videos of me. I pay money. You guys, my mom thinks I make money on these videos. Seriously, I'm like, no, mom, I pay money. I pay money because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone every single time. I know that these pictures and these videos are getting me somewhat of a result. I know that they're coming in more consistently. When I catch up with people on social media, the first thing that they say is, man, your social media, like you've been doing so much, like keep up the good content. Keep up the good content. People notice. They notice because my social media has shifted. Now, I don't expect that from you guys from A to Z. Remember, we don't want to compare ourselves to anybody else. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. That's it. Don't focus. Don't compare your level 5 to somebody else's level 20. Please don't do that because that's going to drive you crazy. You just be better than you were yesterday. So did you post something yesterday? No? Okay. Challenge yourself to post something today. Okay. So I've talked about social media. Social media is going to be one avenue for you guys to stay consistent and be in front of people. But second, those phone calls, you guys, if you don't want to door knock, you have to make phone calls. If you're not going to do phone calls, then go start door knocking. Let me see how many of you guys is going to do that every week. Really? Like, really? Who wants to do that every week? I like door knocking. I don't even want to do it every week. I don't. So make your phone calls. But you guys have to rewire your brain. So I'm going to give you guys a hack. Okay. This is really important for you guys overall. So what I'm noticing is that we have a lack of confidence, a lack of self-confidence. So you guys have to challenge yourself to become more confident. One of the ways that you can do this is by using your words of affirmation, your, what's it called? These guys, hang on. Let me pull it up for you. I'm saying it wrong, huh? They're not called words of affirmation, is it?
I think so.
Get out there.
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is.
It's the I am. Let me, hang on. I have it saved.
Words of affirmation.
All right, so everybody has YouTube. Does everybody have the YouTube app in their phone? Yes. Okay. If you go into YouTube, you guys can look up. And I want you guys to do this right now as we're talking, because I don't want you to say that you're going to do it later and then not do it later. I know all of you guys have your phone on you. So just bring out your phone, open up YouTube, and go into I am affirmations. I am affirmations. You're going to find 1, 2, 3 videos. You're going to click on them. We're not even going to listen to them right now. Just pick 3 videos. You're going to click on it. When you click on it, you're going to get an option to save it. You're going to hit the little save button. On the very bottom, it's going to have a pop-up. On the very bottom, it's going to have a pop-up, and it's going to show you what playlist you want to save it under, or do you want to create a playlist? I want you to create a playlist. You can name I want you to create this playlist, Reprogram Your Mind. Reprogram your mind. So you're going to pick 3 I Am Affirmations videos. You're going to save them under Reprogram Your Mind. You're not going to listen to them right now. What you're going to do is you are going to fall asleep listening to these videos. And when you wake up in the morning, while you're getting ready, you're going to listen to these videos in the background. Okay? What we need right now is a massive injection of self-confidence in you guys, because it doesn't matter what I teach you at this point. If you're not going to do it because you're not confident in yourself, it really doesn't matter. So self-confidence is our new goal. We are building self-confidence, but guess what? It's called self-confidence, not Denise, give me confidence. I can't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So you're going to go to sleep listening to this. And when you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready, you're going to listen to this. I want you guys to do this all week long. On Thursday, when I talk to you, I'm going to ask you who's been doing this. And I hope and I pray that I see everybody's hand shoot up. I don't want you guys to be silent the way that you are every single time I ask, did you guys do your homework? This is the easiest homework I have given you now to this day. The easiest homework I've given you, okay? Did everybody create their playlist? I want to see yeses. Yes, yes, yes. We created our playlist. We put 3 videos in there. Okay, we're going to listen to those tonight. And we're going to listen to them in the morning while we're getting ready. This is life-changing, you guys. It sounds simple. It sounds like, whatever. If it's whatever, then do it. Just do it. Just trust me on this one. Okay, trust me. Denise. Do this. You will start to notice a shift in your perspective, okay? We are trying to reprogram our brain to become more self-confident, to use the tools that we have at our disposal and to do what we know we have to do. You guys know what you have to do. You're just not doing it. Why aren't you doing it? I think a lot of it is you're just lacking self-confidence. So we're going to try this and we're going to see if it works. Okay? Is that fair? Fair? Okay. Angie, you have something to say?
I'm not really active on Facebook or social media, but how do you know what content to put out there instead of just bombarding different houses, like put other than houses? What would you suggest to post on a daily so that they don't just get, you know what I mean?
That's a good question. A lot of it is going to depend on what your strategy is. A lot of it is going to depend on what your niche is, but a lot of this is going to come to you with time. So you're so new, Angie, that right now, all you have to do is you do have to bombard with information, because you're building your reputation as a new realtor. You were not looked at as a professional real estate advisor 5-6 months ago. So all of a sudden you're coming out and you're like, hey, I'm the professional real estate advisor. If you're putting out information 2-3 times a week, it's not hitting strong enough. You have to be extra consistent because you're so new. Whereas Lorena, she's been doing this for a while. Even if she doesn't post every single day, most people know that she's a realtor by now. I've been doing this for a while. Most people know at this point in my career, I've been doing this for a while, even if I don't post every day. But for you newbies, you do have to bombard everybody with real estate information. So post listings, do quick tip videos. Sometimes if you guys go on realtor.com gives us like newsletters and stuff like that that you can share. Those are really good to share on Facebook. Remember, Facebook is very local. So, you know, anything local you can post on there. Focus on the community. So anything that's going on in the community that you might be able to share, you want to show yourself as a public figure, as a community expert, because what's real estate? Real estate is land, right? Like real estate, land covers our area. So very community oriented, community based. But as of right now, really, Angie, don't overthink it. If there's something if there's something that you want to share that you think somebody would find helpful, if there's something that you want to share that that looks aesthetically pleasing, it looks pretty to look at. Remember, a lot of it is just kind of what's pretty to look at. That is a lot of it. We're realtors. Why do these fix and flip shows, why do they work so well? Selling Sunset, Property Brothers, like why are they so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like people love watching these shows. It's a different career. Like people like watching this stuff. So sometimes, yeah, it is about just posting something that's pretty. Post a pretty living room. Post some pretty interior design. Interior design has to do with real estate and with home sales. Post an empty lot. Talk about the dirt in the land. Post a home that's being built. You guys don't even have to be listing agents on these homes. Tell me that you can't drive to a neighborhood that's in development right now and you can't just grab a couple of videos. You can. And if you want to be a little extra, call your builder's representative and like, hey, can I go inside of your model and do a quick video or get some pictures? Can I get some information? This is also business networking. This is you guys helping each other partner, you know, like you're bringing value to them in the same way that they're bringing value to you. This is the marketing aspect of what we do as realtors. So remember, we're not just salespeople, we're also marketers. We have to go out and market our product. And what's our product? Our product is land, new build, resale, sometimes even commercial for some people. Like this is the product. So don't overthink it. Newbies, bombard your social media. You really can't post enough. You really cannot post enough. So just post and post and post and post. And then post some personal stuff too. Oscar posted about his brother's birthday the other day. I loved it. But we're still not posting enough real estate stuff. So just stay consistent. Keep posting that stuff. You know, keep it personal and fun, but do it. Like really, if there's one thing we can get out of today's meeting is you got to do it. Okay. It's 11:44. I was going to review the listing agreement with you guys, but I really think that what we went over today is a lot more important. If I even start on the listing agreement, it's going to take us way too long, and we're not getting listing appointments because we're not making phone calls. We're not getting listing appointments because we're not active on social media. So I'm not going to push on how to fill out a listing agreement if you guys have no use for it, right? If we don't have clients, we're not filling these contracts out. So let's go out and get some clients. Let's reprogram our mind to become more self-confident. Michelle and Alvaro, I know I pick on you guys a lot, but because there's two of you, you guys have to hold each other accountable, okay? If one of you guys doesn't turn this thing on at night, the other one has to do it. If one of you doesn't turn it on in the morning, the other one has to do it. For those of you that have kids, especially in like the middle school or late elementary years, this is something that you want to do with them also. This is a really good practice for you to do with your kids, especially if they're lacking in self-confidence. So it's really cool when you start doing this and you start seeing the benefits of it, and then you can share it with your kids. Or just blast it from your room. They're going to hear it and they're going to be like, what is this? You know, and little by little, they'll start catching on. But these are some of those brain hacks that we need to use just in life in general. If you guys decided not to be realtors tomorrow, I wouldn't care if you were able to take what we learned in this lesson today to help you benefit your life. And if you do it, it will. I guarantee you it'll help you benefit your life. Okay? So that's all that we have for today. I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on you guys to make this happen. Please do it. Please do it. Please help keep each other accountable. If you guys need accountability buddies, there's a few of you on here. And I will talk to you guys on Thursday. I want to hear how you're feeling on Thursday because it doesn't take a long time. It really does not take a long time. So I want to hear how you guys are feeling on Thursday. You're going to sleep better. You're going to wake up in a better mood. You're going to have a better day. And you're going to be a badass realtor once your confidence comes up. So I'm ready to see that badass realtor in each and every one of you. Okay? All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.